Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Um, I'm Deva, and the whole purpose of these videos that I'll be posting is to potentially share with you what gets me through each day. The world has been pretty complicated of lately, but hey, 2023, right? Today's date is December 4th, 2022, and I am located in San Diego. So, sunny San Diego. It's around nighttime right now. Um, I'm going to be playing League of Legends, and while I'm playing this game, I will be explaining to you how this game helps me in my daily life. So, what is League of Legends? It is, I think, if the creators of League of Legends were to explain it, it was a hiccup that went very well. Um, so the story behind it is Riot, the people who created it, actually were music and video content creators, if I'm not mistaken. They would create music. And for some weird reason, we have this wonderful game that we can now play. Um, so the whole thing about League of Legends is obviously, like I mentioned about 3 times now, it's a game. Um, you potentially create an account free to play, but you are welcome to spend money. And yes, things will get enticing and you will spend money. I am guilty of it myself. Um, but it is free to play initially. You don't really actually have to spend any money because they have everything set up to where you don't really actually need to spend money. Sorry about that, everybody. It's been a long day, but time to de-stress. So I like League of Legends for multiple reasons. League of Legends teaches you teamwork, communication, multitasking, decision making skills, and you have to make decisions in split seconds. Like whether you should pick a fight, whether you shouldn't pick a fight. Like, there's a lot of different aspects. So, we're on the champion selection screen right now. So, the whole premise is to use these individual characters who have individual skills and create a team comp, right? A team comp. Each one of these roles has their own individual tasks that they need to complete. Now, once you get to play the game more often, you kind of will be able to use almost any champion to, you know, do your job. But when you start, I would highly stick to particular roles. Like here, I am jungle, so I can filter the jungle. Um, do your research, choose the characters, kind of like understand how things work first before you jump in. I mean, you can't jump into anything right away, right? So, League of Legends is broken up into, how would you say, different grades. So there's, when you first begin, you start at level 1. Like, your account is level 1. You have to reach a level of level 30 to even get anywhere where it becomes very competitive. And even then, you still have different grades, like I was saying. So normal would be considered elementary, where you learn the basics, the mechanics, and how to use your keyboard and whatever not. I would suggest playing normal if you're trying to, use a character, try to like figure out the mechanics. And when I say mechanics, I mean movement, placing, location, how to move things around, what skills to use when, and all that. So here, someone didn't pick their champion, so they moved me back to the queue. So there's a lot of different moving parts to League of Legends. So here we have the map right in the center of the screen. So the map is a giant square. Consider League of Legends almost like capture the flag. Um, that's probably the best way to explain it. So each team has their own flag, or in this case, a crystal that they need to protect. They have 3 major lanes: top, bottom, and mid. So here I am playing jungle, so let's get rid of a jungle champion that I don't want to really deal with right now. Who do I not want to deal with right now? Here we go. Bel'Veth. I have no idea how that champion works. So if you're ever in draft is considered, I would say draft is middle school to high school, right? So if normal was elementary, where you learn all the basics and mechanics, and you can continue to use champions until you get to level 30, I would highly suggest sticking to a single champion and learning the mechanics, positioning, timing, understanding how the skills work. And until you have a better understanding of that, I wouldn't even suggest going into draft. Draft will then allow you to kind of learn the roles, because then you can select each individual role, and each individual role has their own skill set, maneuvering, timing, and it's just split minute decision making, and you have to be consistent on watching the map at the same time. So like I said, there's a lot of moving parts to this game. So for most people out there who want to just think of this as a waste of time, or like it's just a game or whatever, not, you have to understand, if you take this game and you actually try to learn skills from it, you can. That's why esports is now an actual sport. People are being put through college by being gamers. Like that's why the gaming society has become as great as it is. Now, League of Legends is on mobile and they're on PC. I don't believe they're on Xbox or PlayStation. So if you have a console, no offense, but I'm a PC gamer, so yeah, console's all great and stuff, but PC Master Race. I'm just kidding. We're not going to be playing that whole PC Master Race stuff. I love PlayStation. I grew up with a PlayStation 2, and I like to use I like to play Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3, but to every person their own. So for me, League of Legends on a PC just feels more comfortable, more natural. So here again, the map, right? So the map has 3 lanes: top, mid, bot. But jungle, the role that I am playing, is also very important. So how I would explain this to you in life is, life has different paths, right? And that's what these different lanes symbolize. And then there's just that weird lane, is what I like to call the lane that makes no sense. See, I got ganked. Fantastic. I got ganked. I got ganked, which is my fault for not paying attention, which is utterly stupid of me to do so. See, this is where you have to pay attention. I was so caught up that I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. And here I am. Okay, so again, back to the explanation. Life has different paths. I would explain the jungle as the weirdo path, the path that that makes no sense, is how I would like to explain it. The jungle path. The jungle path is a nice guy. How would you say? The guy who's always just there, who has no actual, how would I explain it? Jungle is non-conventional. Jungle is non-conventional, and the whole point of jungle is to assist all the other lanes. And you really don't get much credit being a jungle, but you are a very important role in the game. Um, so overall, this is a team game. Every individual person has their own um, role that they need to succeed in. So each of the lanes have turrets or defenses. So it's not like someone can just run right down to your crystal and take the flag. Like they can't just do that. It's not your normal capture the flag kind of game. So right now I am behind. I started late, wasn't paying attention, so now I have to be extra careful, focus on what I need to do. I can't go help anybody, just like in life. You need to focus on yourself at times so that you can actually get the job done. So right now the goal is to level up. So I'm level 2, top is level 3, and everybody looks like they're doing what they need to. So now it's my job to make sure that I do what I need to so that I can help them. Okay, so these are the chickens. So each one of these little circles holds a group of monsters or a single monster. Let's call the group of monsters a group of monsters. And then the larger monsters, the singular monsters, we're going to call them epic monsters, right? So I just took the red that was here, so I get a buff. I get this little flame thing behind me. The flame thing technically is sort of a special characteristic, or a how would I explain it? An effect that I get since I killed that champion. So here we are going to take the Krugs. This is a group of monsters, right? So a group of monsters sitting here. I'm going to get a lot of experience from this. I'm going to level up. And like I said, just like life, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and focus on that so that you can actually get better. So the best thing about League of Legends is it literally teaches you. There are people who have dedicated their time to perfecting their craft, is what I like to say. Perfecting their craft. So technically the whole point here is right now I'm a jungle. I'm not too far ahead. I'm actually behind. My bot lane they actually supported me, and they ended up also being behind. So I definitely need to give them some attention and focus. What in the name of God? Alright, so let's go over here then. It looks like the jungle isn't doing that great over here. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, so now we are ahead. And this is how you mess up your opponent. I don't really have to Okay, so I just took the other jungle, the opponent jungle's monster. So that kind of does give me a little bit of an upper hand. So technically the jungle path, you need to go through all those camps, all these little circles. You have to go through each one of these circles, kill all these monsters so that you can actually go ahead and gain experience, gain gold. Yes, you get gold and you use these golds to buy items, just like life, right? You go through obstacles and you go through specific tasks to get money, to better yourself and to improve yourself. So yeah, it just comes down to understanding how that game works, right? So here I have almost 1600, 1700 gold. I am slightly ahead of the other champion. So let's go ahead. We're going to go over here real quick. So we're going to clear this whole lane, the jungle. We're going to clear our jungle. We're going to go back. So our enemy jungle is Vladimir. So technically a vampire. Yes, and he has the basic vampiric powers. Vampiric powers meaning he uses his health and uses his health for his skills, and his skills will damage us, but then also heal him. Yes, it's a very weird way to explain it, but that's literally what he does, right? So here we're gonna kill all this, clear it up. So right now I'm like rushing. You can hear me vigorously clicking. So I'm trying to get through these jungles as quick as possible so I can go back. And as you see, every time I go through a lane or a jungle monster, I gain experience, and then I level up, and now I have all my skills. So these skills are going to help me clear the jungle and to assist my team, right? So wait and watch so you'll know exactly how this is going to go down. I'm going to go back to base, buy some items, and then completely destroy everybody when I am ready to go. And then let's go finish these guys real quick. We need to finish this real quick. Come on, come on, come on. That's right, that's right. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Oh, look at that. Our top lane is doing very well. That's very good. So, again, some people are going to be better than you, which is perfectly fine. The whole point, and the one thing I've learned from this game, is to understand that there are going to be people who are better than you. And instead of being upset or annoyed or hating that they're better than you, try to figure out how you can be better than them. That's literally what's going to get you through life without sitting there and being annoyed because they're doing this and you're doing that, and it's just a waste of time, right? And just focus on yourself, and if you focus on yourself, honestly, you're going to be ahead of everybody else, right? There was this meme, no, not a meme, there was this thing on Instagram that I came across a while back. It had a picture of Michael B. Jordan, and it said, 6 months of hard work will put you ahead of all right. So their jungle can't do anything right now because he's low on health. So I'm going to go into his jungle and take his items. Just because I can. So this is what you do. It's strategically thinking. What can I do to better myself? Sometimes you have to do... Sometimes you definitely have to go out of your way and take an uncomfortable path. And in this case, this is a very uncomfortable path. I am behind enemy lines. I shouldn't be behind enemy lines. But this is where you pay attention. You watch what is going on. And this will allow you to put yourself ahead of the other person, or in this case, your enemy. So right now, the enemy jungle is not going to be very friendly. He's going to hate me because I am literally taking all of his experience that he could be having right now, and I am bettering myself. Now, we're going to have to play this very carefully, right? Very carefully. very carefully. There you go. See? Ta-da! And I just helped her take the champion. And that right there is a prime example. Sure, I would me taking that kill had made me look better, yes, but at the end of the day, the end goal is what you should focus on, and the end goal is to win, right? If you get to a higher level and you start to play this game, it doesn't matter if your team takes the kill, because at the end of the day, the end goal is to actually win the championship. And winning the championship means if one of your teammates is utterly unstoppable and they just go around raffle stomping. Raffle stomping is, how would you say, rolling on the floor, laughing and stomping on the enemy team, right? And when I say stomping on the enemy team, like, it's like when you play sports, right? When you're playing football or basketball and your favorite team is literally sitting here just, they are 15-0. That is raffle stomping. That is literally raffle stomping. Yes, that is a prime example of raffle stomping. So technically here we're clearing this jungle real quick because, again, I'm big and buff right now and I can. Once we're done doing that, we're going to go ahead and figure out where we're going to jump at, or who we're going to jump at next. And here we go. Bit. Okay. Ah, mother. And I played everything wrong there. And that is literally what happens. See? I just messed everything up for my team. Had I executed that properly, that would have went completely well. Okay? So here's the mistakes I made, right? Here, instead of coming in here to take the dragon, I went over here. I was going after the little crab over here that gives us vision and speed. And my team got killed. And instead of just focusing on what I needed to do, I went ahead and I was absolutely intelligent and decided to go ahead and go for the drake or the dragon. And the enemy jungle came through, and instead of, like, I got very low on health, and I started to run. I ran. I chose to run. And in the end, I kept getting damaged. I was very low. I chose to go back in where I shouldn't have. I used this little vision thing. And instead of using my skills properly, I used them very poorly. And I ended up killing myself. Or not killing myself, but ended up dying. And my team also paid the price for it. So that's what I'm saying. This game does a very good job of teaching you how to maneuver around in real life. All right, because at the end of the day, everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes. You just have to learn to communicate, do better next time, because that's all you can do in life. All right, you make mistakes. Just got to focus on doing better each time. I'm going to be quite honest. I've made plenty of mistakes, and there's plenty of people that I literally care about, and I wish I could be around them and talk to them, but I don't. I can't. Just because my actions were not that great, and I ended up hurting them to a point where they don't forgive me, or they haven't forgiven me, and Now I don't have the ability or luxury to see, there you go. Perfect timing. And gotta heal myself up here. Just wait. 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 And I took their experience too. Alright, so we're good. Not too bad. Our top is 7-0, and I'm pretty sure that person is smurfing. Smurfing is a term that's used in this community for someone who is a very high level or high tier and is playing in, well, low ranking, low tier. So consider it like your regional manager from your job or your district leader or like someone of corporate coming down and trying to do your job and doing better than you because, well, I mean, I would assume that they do their job better or your job better than you because they've done your job before. But, you know, sometimes that's not the case, and that's fine. But yeah, so I assume that's the case with our top. I haven't been in many team fights, which I should start focusing on. But like I said, focus on yourself. Make sure you get to a point where you can take all the champs by themselves. That is usually my goal. Oh, objectives. Objectives. That's what it's called. You got to start focusing on objectives. This Drake is an objective. Champion kills and champion ganks are objectives. So you just got to be very careful with what you do, and you know, because sometimes here, see, you bring them into the bush. This is something I learned from a friend of mine who I really can't talk to or be around anymore because I don't know. I guess we just drifted away. But oh well. They didn't see me, losers. All right, so yep, there we go. Now we're getting there. And this is a team game. Oh my god. Mommy. Yes, I yelled mommy. So, like I said, I play this game because I like to enjoy myself and just be childish, right? Like, you can learn life skills from this game and also enjoy yourself and be childish at the same time. You don't have to, like, be serious all the time. Like, I'm not like the whole challenger champion tier where I go to championships, but at the same time, it's not like I'm just playing this game because I have nothing better to do. It's a way to decompress. It's a way to, you know, free yourself. See, like here, this person said, "Do the effing drag." Like, someone's taking it too seriously. Like, it's like, dude, stop. Like, you don't need to get all aggressive and annoying like that. No, like I said, people will be people, and there's sometimes you just can't do anything about it. But in this case, I don't care. I'm doing what I want to, and what I want to do is buy items. So let's see. Our passive is lifesteal. So we should probably... Alright, let's go tanky first. Let's get beefy and tank first. So we're going to get that. And we're going to come running down the center. Yeah. Come on. We're going to come running down the center. Got that. Got that. Okay, so you see that? And that is why you focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other people have to say or what they're telling you to do, because at the end of the day, I'm not playing this game to be a champion, which, I mean, if I did dedicate myself, I probably could. But like I said, I'm just playing this to be fun. This isn't a championship game. It's just a game. And voila. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna take this, and then I'm gonna bite that, and yeah, now we're gonna go back. And now we have enough to finish the second item, right? We're gonna finish this item. Yeah, finish that, and then we're gonna get this. Now we're gonna leave it there, and then we're gonna come here, and see, look at this. This person top is 1204. Has probably the most minion collection, and is worth 700 gold if he fails. Ah. Well, we didn't do too bad. So let's get this, and then wait for that, and then this person. We're not doing too bad, so there's no real reason to stress. So there are ups and downs, and then there are going to be people who are always going to be telling you what to do because they think they know better and whatever not. But that's just how a team is. At the end of the day, what you have to understand is you don't like how they are presenting the fact or presenting the proposal to you. What is, at the end of the day, in a moment of frustration, people don't do very well with communication. That's just how human nature is. So my suggestion and things that I've learned is if you are upset or your emotions are a little array, or if that's even the right word, but if your emotions are flooding you and you can't really, how would you say, you can't communicate in that moment and it's too much and you feel overwhelmed, just stay quiet. Just stay quiet, wait till you can communicate properly, right? Because when you're upset and you communicate the wrong way and you say something that you shouldn't, you can't take it back, literally, right? You can't take it back, and it's just not. Waste of time. Waste of time. I'm gonna go do what I want to. We're already winning this anyways. So, yep. Yep, up. And that guy's dead as well. My team's got this. Tra la 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 tra la 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 la. And we're just gonna keep doing what we do because we can. And wah 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 la 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 la. And we're done. Yas. Ah! Turret! And we go back. And they give up, which is also an option. So again, so you could sit here and you could deal with a toxic individual on your team who you don't like, or you could just give up, move on, and go play another game. Like literally, that's like I said, this game is a lot like life, and I hope it made sense. I know I've been just continuously talking and spacing out, but let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, catch you on the next episode.